drama in a monologue to be a little unreliable. It's undeniable, and I can't how quickly we become maniacal. I'll say it's hypothetical, but this shit's heretical. Good thing it's mathematical. It's just theoretical, just more forgettable. Collecting wristwatches, black and white color swatches, holding back. Got a feeling that I'm dead. Maybe it's that my head is going top of this. Rock this, you got this, you got this, you rock this. You got a gun to pull, it's non-refundable. Like my token's non-fungible. Life is kinda dull, like your life, it's unrewindable. Unreliable, a set sail shit is getting out of control. It's time to go.
All right, good morning. Um, that is a work in progress song. Don't have a name yet. Today we're gonna be working on building a guitar pedal and listening to music. But first things first, let's go through some stuff. Been working on this puppy. It's getting better. I got my repeat functionality working. Got continuous play working. So it's doing pretty good. Another cool thing is we'll just start a song here. I got the background to be kind of like a audio visualizer. So it looks cool. But yeah, we will come back to that. I'm gonna use this to play the music today, as kind of a test of it to see how it's going. But we are going to be working on building this guitar pedal. I thought I had something else to say, but I don't know if I do. If I remember, then we go forward. But if not, then, I'm going to do that. So I need to readjust some stuff here because I couldn't get any of my other cameras to work. So bear with whatever the hell's going on today, because I'm doing it on the fly. So that's off. Let's start by listening to this a little bit.
Hey there! Looks like you've received your NOTADÜMBLÜ and you're ready to put it together. Let's get started. This kit is fully solderless. The only tools you'll need are a Phillips head screwdriver, needle nose pliers, a small flathead screwdriver, scissors, and a marker. Let's take a look at everything in your kit.
I forgot about
Inside,
the pliers.
you'll find an instruction manual, which seems kind of pointless since you're watching this video, but you should hold on to it just in case. And there's your control manual, and your discount code for your next JHS pedal, and here's your circuit board. Now hold on a minute. Every NOTADÜMBLÜ circuit is shipped in a protective anti-static sleeve. Until you're ready to start assembling, we recommend leaving it inside. Next is your enclosure, wrapped in some protective padding, some bags of hardware, and a serial sticker. Let's take a look at all the hardware you need to build your pedal. 5 knobs, 5 pot washers, 5 pot nuts, 2 sets of jack hardware, 1 set of foot switch hardware, a ribbon cable, and 4 backplate screws. Oh, and of course the goop! And some other goodies. Now it's time to open that fancy space bag and reveal the circuit inside. Ah, the brains of the operation, here to guide you to your tonal dream come true. It's almost a shame now we've got to snap it in half. Don't worry, it's designed to do this. Just a gentle bend and... Oh no, you broke it! Okay, I'm kidding, you're doing great. Next, we'll take out those needle nose pliers and break off the perforated sections around the perimeter of the circuit.
Okay.
Doing the same on the other half.
I need to go fucking find some needle nose pliers, so listen to some music.
At a place, yeah, I've been complacent, just waiting for the perfect way to say it. What are you yelling for? The sinners don't keep score. Shut up before your words leak out. All it takes is one, let it go down. Even if these old hoes could talk, they'd still keep the secrets of the lost. Wow, I keep running, a getaway is coming. I'm done with drumming up another way to make an escape. Good stuff just don't hit the same way that it used to every day. Shut up before your words leak out. All it takes is one, let it go down. Even if these old hoes could talk, they'd still keep the secrets of the lost. Out. All it takes is one, let it go down. Even if these old hoes could talk, they'd still keep the secrets of the lost. Shut up before your words leak out. All it takes is one, let it go down. Even if these old hoes could talk, they'd still keep of the lost. I wanna throw myself a pity party, and I'll surely invite you to it. When you sweat, do you bleed? Bled rhymes better. It's better when you're wetter than hell. Ow. The cost of life went through the roof. The wisest man sold his sand. Guess I should have learned not to count on you. Calling in an understudy lover. Defibrillator, you can die later.
For some reason, it decides that not to play the next song. And I don't know why. Because I have to go look at the code. Anyway, let's turn this down. I don't have needle nose, so this is all I got. Anyway, back to these. So, ground myself. Follow instructions. Let's see, I'll put this on quietly.
Sometimes it's a bit of a struggle to find words that rhyme, so I mumble. Never enough.
Alright, so
to express.
it said to
All I got going on is a bit of a mess. And actually, I think that
Don't worry. It's designed to do this. Just a gentle bend and... Oh!
alright, bend and snap.
it'd be such a tragedy. I think it's fine to be better off instead of alive and
That looks
well.
like
My
that.
well is full of apathy.
And they did it this way, so it did. Oh shit!
In my head.
Did it?
I think that I can do it. I can do it. Might be
Okay.
acting stupid.
No, you broke it! Okay, I'm kidding. You're doing great. Next, we'll take out those needle nose pliers and break off the perforated sections around the perimeter of the circuit.
Okay. Did that include the... Go back a little bit.
And break off the perforated sections around the perimeter of the circuit.
Alright, all
Do
of
it.
them. Set this guy over there for now.
I've tried expressing what I've been repressing. Who would have guessed that I'm into second guessing? I thought I'd try some therapy, but I ended up with a narcissistic therapist. I took some time to organize my oddities. A test came back, yeah, I am emo positive. I think that I can do it.
I hope you can see what the fuck I'm doing, because I'm not really paying attention. Right, there's one. There's two.
You can hear what you want, no matter what I say. You'll be who you are, but you still gotta change.
And
You'll hear what you want, no matter what I say. You can
the last
be
one.
who you are, but you
Alright.
still gotta change.
And I believe it's gonna have me do that
No matter what I
for the other parts here.
And the same on the other half will reveal these handy wrenches that you'll use to complete the assembly.
Cool. screwdriver. Not screwdriver, wrench. Wrench is. All right. That's done. Now what?
And if these little nibs are left behind on your circuit or wrenches, feel free to snip them off. They make a great snack.
I won't eat
Next,
those.
let's remove the enclosure from its protective foam padding. We'll set aside the backplate for now. Take the main circuit board and line up the potentiometers with their corresponding cutouts in the enclosure.
Okay. Where the fuck up? I didn't break it. I mean, I broke it on purpose. Okay. So, that's out of the way.
I got this certain swagger of a man with nothing left to lose. You fell for me like a bomb on a set, hey, an egomaniac songbird sitting pretty. Life is a bad trip. Was so a trope scenery.
Okay.
I guess
Well, let's see what the
as if you play for
instructions
keys
are.
for fame.
Make sure those are all that way.
While holding the circuit board in place from behind, drop a washer onto each of the potentiometers.
Okay. So that means we've got to bust open this part. All of the potentiometer washers, and I'm assuming I'm gonna need the nuts after that.
Then, place a nut onto each washer.
Yeah, okay, so might as well. Warning, small parts. Apparently people were losing stuff. This was a whole thing. You can go watch the videos about it. You likely already know if you're watching this, but for the one of you that I know has no idea. Okay, we're gonna set the ribbon off to the side. I'm gonna put all the junk in this bag. But I've worn mine for too long. Okay. Oh. Bet when we die, we all end up together. Self-karaoke. Alright, I'm gonna do this kind of like a car. Guess this would go next.
Count me down to it. No, spit me out. These clothes were designed to come off, but I've worn mine for too long. Don't throw the baby out with the bump water if I
let's see what this lovely gal has in store for me next.
Get everything finger tight. Then grab your number 10 wrench and tighten down the pot nuts. Be sure not to over tighten.
Okay, so set the ribbon, get the number 10, and just a little bit. My soul, cause the devil is wearing. Did I already do this one? Yeah. Even out to sleep, my mind's completely unfettered. But when they die, we all end up together. Then when we die. Okay.
Now let's move on to the foot switch assembly. Locate the foot switch locking washer and place it over the foot switch. Next, align the input and output jacks with their corresponding cutouts.
Wait.
Next,
Does it matter
place it over the foot.
which
Locate the
direction?
foot switch locking washer and place it over the foot switch. Next, align the input and
Does it matter?
Tell me.
Now let's move on to the foot switch assembly. Locate the foot switch locking
Okay.
washer and place it over the foot switch.
I can't tell.
Next,
Let's go to the paper. Not that far. That's garbage, Josh. We'll just assume that we go that way.
Next, align the input and output jacks with their corresponding cutouts and push the foot switch through the enclosure. Place the white plastic washer on top, followed by the foot switch nut. Leave it finger tight for now. We'll come back and tighten this later.
Okay, well. How does this fucking work? I feel like mine's backwards. No. Just gotta be smart. Is that right? Okay. I feel like this got to go the other direction. Out of curiosity.
Locate the foot switch locking washer and place it over the foot.
Well, that's
life went through the roof. The wisest man sold his sand. Guess I should have learned not to count on you. Calling in an understudy lover. Defibrillator, you can die later. A safe soul, I ain't looking for a savior. Hit me with that overdose, making me go comatose. Weaponized soul.
If you noticed, I changed the lineup of the album again, as I'm wont to do. Okay, so now let's see what we do next.
Next, align the input and output jacks with their corresponding cutouts and push the foot switch through the enclosure. Place the white plastic washer on top, followed by the foot switch nut. Leave it finger tight for now. We'll come back and tighten this later. Locate the jack nuts and washers. Place the washers bezel side down over the threads of the jack nuts.
Bezel side down over the thread. Bezel side.
Guess I should have learned not to count on you. Calling in an understudy lover. Defibrillator, you can die later. A safe soul, I looking for a savior. Hit me with that overdose, making me go comatose. Weaponized soul. Like a match, your life will burn real fast. Born to fly, so don't me from that overpass. Saints and sinners, front and center. I can stop, but I don't wanna be a quitter.
Okay. Where's the next? There we are. Can you see everything okay? Like, or am I like doing half of this so you can't see it?
Then insert the jack nuts into their corresponding cutouts in the enclosure and twist to tighten. Grab your number 11 wrench and tighten down the jacks. And again, be sure not to over tighten.
Okay. You said 11, right? 11.
Weaponized soul. Like a match, your life will burn real fast. Born to fly, so don't me from that overpass. Saints and sinners, front and center. I can stop, but I don't wanna be a quitter.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, those two will come up. Interesting. Anyway, next.
Now we can come back to the foot switch and use the number 14 wrench to tighten it down the rest of the way. Let's prepare to install the ribbon cable.
Okay, so let's tighten that foot switch.
Each connection point has a protective cover that needs to be removed. Just be careful not to bend the pins underneath.
No, it doesn't.
The ribbon cable connectors snap together like
Thanks,
Legos. Just push straight down.
Thanks for protecting me from myself. Thanks for not protecting me, really. Does this have a direction? I don't think so.
Our hearts are racing in time to the tune.
I'm glad it doesn't have protection. Because I don't want to break anything by breaking it off. The one thing on this that's a little janky to me is just this power jack. I know that that's probably a small gripe, but it's not quite centered, and I can see inside. Ribbon, cable, and sub.
And remember, be careful of those pesky pins. Alright, now just flip the pedal back over and turn every pot to its most counterclockwise position. We're now going to install the knobs. For this, you'll just need your flathead screwdriver. Place the knob onto the pot shaft so that its pointer is set to 0. Then use your screwdriver to tighten the set screw on the side of the knob. Now do it again, and again.
Okay, let's find the knob bag. Over here. And I know some of these little set screws are a little small. So they said, oh, son of a bitch. So they said to be careful. Is this good? Is there another thing? Do you have another way of... I think that's how I have to do it. Well, you know, a square peg doesn't go into a round hole, but a hexagonal peg definitely goes into a square hole. Okay. Make sure it's grounded. Not that it matters much right now. Small parts. Okay, be very, very careful. Alright, let's find out where these nuts. Or did they maybe give me extra and stuff? Oh, son of a bitch. Stay. That'll work too. I don't have to roll around and create static to get behind it. Okay. Let's just take you there for now. Yeah. So it's fine. The perpetrator was the victim and the wounds were self-inflicted. Yeah, you caught me up just like I predicted. I try to stop it, no dice, yeah, I'm so addicted. I hear the hush, hush, the huff, the desert wind, and feel the rush that comes right before you see it. If you got it, flaunt it, do yourself a favor and get your ass to Malibu. Even if it kills you, I think this guy's got one. Who pays the price for living the dream? A Southside sugar baby, Valley girl. 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 Another day, another fiction, and I can't wait for you to cut out. Let us for your lies, your eyes weeping. Oh, why you? They give me an extra knob. That's cool. It's on my skin and creeping up my spot. It's the shadow in my storm blue eyes. If you got it, flaunt it. Thanks, guys. Love extra knobs. Even if it kills you, I think the spark looks good in the sunset. Who pays the price for living the dream? A Southside sugar baby, Valley girl. Back in the bag with that guy. Save that one. Let's go with the goop. Okay. So now we gotta tighten these. That's on 0. Fuck. No, it's not. Now it is.
If you got it, flaunt it. Do yourself a favor and get your ass to Malibu. Even if it kills you, I think the smart looks good in the sunset. Who pays the price for living a dream? A Southside sugar valley girl. A Southside sugar even if it kills you. A Southside sugar valley girl. A Southside sugar even if it valley girl.
Okay. Spin it. Alright. On 0. Oh. That too low. Okay.
Red hot 5 alarm, we are burning up. Get down, move out, 'cause we're coming up. You are the disease inside my veins. Oh, please tell me
Nope.
that I'm
Maybe not.
insane. You are a hurricane, beautiful in spite of the scars. Here we go again, catch you like a falling star. You are the wind and thunder, the only
You pull hard enough, the knobs are just gonna come off. So.
are a hurricane, a hurricane, a hurricane.
God damn it.
They got wanted signs for who you are beneath those sheets of white and gold. They are there to set the scene and kiss me, run your claws up and down my spine. You must be a queen, holy or divine.
All right.
You are a hurricane, beautiful in spite of the scars. Here we go again, catch you like a falling star.
Gosh, dang it.
You are the wind and thunder, the only one who tears me apart. You are a hurricane, a hurricane, a hurricane. Tell me what you see when you look at you plus me.
Let's find that.
Are we gonna
Okay.
be in love?
Found it.
You are a hurricane, beautiful in spite of the scars. Here we go again, catch you like a falling star. You are the wind and thunder, the only one who tears me apart. You are a hurricane, a hurricane, a hurricane. You are a hurricane, beautiful in spite of the scars. Here we go again, catch you like a falling star. You are the wind and thunder, the only one who tears me apart. You are a hurricane, a hurricane, a hurricane.
Excuse me. Okay. What's next?
And again, and again. Hey, have I told you you're doing a great job lately? Because you're really crushing it.
Supposed to test
Now,
it?
this next step might seem a little intimidating, but you're basically a professional pedal builder now, so you're gonna do great. We need to bias the trim pot labeled Overdrive Presence. To do this, locate the 2 little notches on the inner shaft of the trim pot. Pretend the trim pot is a clock, and point those notches to 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Now, this is the default NOTADÜMBLÜ setting, but you may want
Collect the rest watches, black and white color swatches.
I think y'all did it for me. Don't think I need to touch it right now.
I'm gonna pause the video here, plug it in, and mess around with different trim pot settings so that you can land on a sound that's right for you. After all, you built it. Make it your own. For more context on what this pot does and why it's so special, check out our main NOTADÜMBLÜ episode. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the goop. This step is optional, but very fun. You can goop as little or as much as you'd like, but avoid the kilo.
Alright, we're gonna go watch the main NOTADÜMBLÜ episode. You told me about it, but you didn't link me. Come on. No, I love you guys. I'm not really complaining. I think it's this one, right? I think so.
We're back!
Alright, we're gonna pause this for a minute.
In 2023, we released our first ever pedal kit, the NOTACLON, and today we've done it again, the NOTADÜMBLÜ. Our take on two highly coveted sounds from the Dumble sonic universe.
It's not a double until you build it!
For those of you who bought a NOTACLON, you're familiar with this procedure of putting together a kit. But if you haven't, rest assured it's extremely simple and doesn't even require soldering.
You guys think that you're gonna be able to put this together faster this time?
Maybe.
I don't know.
We have experience.
I don't. The only kind of experience I have is Fortnite.
Righty tighty,
Lefty
That's
loosey.
the other way around.
lefty loosey.
Oh, I thought it
Get
was
it
lefty
started,
lefty.
These sounds have been used by players like John Mayer, Carlos Santana, Joe Bonamassa, and Eric Johnson. Howard Dumble built his amps in obscurity all by himself with his hands over several decades.
Lucky to have with me today Mr. Alexander Dumble.
The more fragile harmonics can survive in a vacuum tube where they seem to be eliminated or squashed in a solid-state crystal lattice. I think that's the best and simplest I can put it.
Huh, thank you.
That's the simplest you could put it. What do you think?
What?
And now these amps sell for enormous amounts of money on the used market.
Can you guys guess about how much a Dumble amp is worth?
Like $20?
$6,000.
$20? No,
We have 6,000 here higher.
$7,000.
more.
Jump it way up there.
$100,000.
Up.
$200,000.
Between $200,000 and $400,000 is the typical selling price of a Dumble amp. Later in Howard's career, he would put black epoxy on the circuit boards of his amps to keep people from knowing his secret circuits. We've included a tube of goop for you so you can do the same to your NOTADÜMBLÜ.
Make sure we look at the directions of where to put the goop and where not to put it. Don't put it on the ribbon cable and don't put it on the trim pot.
Oh, here it comes. No turning back.
Right here?
Yeah, this one right there,
It looks like a worm.
yeah. Nice.
Oh, black.
I like these two different strategies. You guys,
My
wait,
hand
wait.
hurts.
Do you hear it? It sounds better. Do you hear this?
Oh,
The goop's making it sound better.
he's just joking.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Once you've assembled your NOTADÜMBLÜ, it's incredibly easy to use. You plug in the input, the output, 9-volt power.
Something you gotta do is you gotta hit a note and then see this bar?
That's pretty much that.
People love it when you do that.
It works! Yay! It works!
The NOTADÜMBLÜ is essentially a 2-in-1 pedal that switches between two different circuits for two different Dumble sounds. Defining the sound of a Dumble can be very complicated and tricky because Howard would build each Dumble amplifier specifically for the player he was building it for. So they're all different. But there are two extremely famous tones or characteristics, and the NOTADÜMBLÜ does those really well. The very first section, the clean section of the NOTADÜMBLÜ, is is extremely special when it comes to Dumble style pedals. This is a unit that John Mayer had at a rehearsal, and he loaned it to me to reverse engineer it. It's called a box later. It's something that Howard Dumble made that wasn't an amp, and it was used as an effects loop inserter or a JFET.
This is
clone
not
boost.
true anymore.
It's really cool. I cloned it, made the box it later, and you've seen this on John Mayer's boards for years and years. So that's exactly what this clean section is.
Did you know that actually half of this pedal was inspired by a thing we made for John Mayer? It's pretty impressive. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
Is he famous?
The clean section has two controls, output, which is a master volume, and input, which is not what you think. Normally input means input gain, but this is actually a really hard control to describe. It changes the impedance, which sort of sounds like a tone control, but it's also extremely felt in the guitar. So we left it with the original Dumble labeling as input. If you're over on 0, it's a thinner, more precise sound, and if you're on 10, it's more full. Here's the bypass sound.
That's in. So that's gonna be.
I'm slamming the front of the amp a little bit. Let me turn this down so you hear the brightness. The fuller sound. And then you really can slam and use this as an overdrive pedal, especially on a bridge pickup. Go to the fuller setting. So this does always on preamp buffering, clean boost, and overdriving anything that's after it, such as an amp or another overdrive boost pedal. So it's important to take a look. Yeah.
Are we gonna shoot this Dumble that you bought?
What are you doing?
I thought you got this for the
No,
episode.
no, don't even look at this.
Like I can't.
No, stop touching.
Okay.
It's never been touched by human hands.
Okay.
I mortgaged my house, second mortgage it, it's going under. My kids are angry, but I have it, and I don't want to plug it up.
Okay, but isn't Ethan here, your son?
Yeah, he's here, and I have to pay him with V-Bucks. We need to sell these, so I have V-Bucks. So I can put my family back together.
What if we compromise here and we just leave it in the background of the jam?
Just the jams. I don't want it near me while I'm talking because I don't want to breathe on it or any moisture from me getting on it.
All right.
So remove it while I talk.
Okay, buddy.
I know that's oddly specific, but it's how I feel. It's how I feel.
I hear you.
Okay.
I need to know about the trim pot.
The Chase Sapphire Lounge
Really?
by the club. The ambiance. The food.
Fucking hate ads, man.
We're back!
And then there's a trim pot inside. If you have the back off, you can flip it over. This is kind of the air or top frequencies. So if you really want that violin sustaining type tone, kind of start from there and find your place.
And is that in the overdrive
You
circuit?
can darken that up. Incredibly close to that iconic sound.
Okay, well, we're just gonna fuck around. Let me. Let's pick that. And. Oh. Okay, well, I guess that's how that's gonna happen. Alright, I don't need that anymore. Let's pick up a guitar. Well, at least its bypass works. Alright, let's turn on. Do something wrong? Well, I don't know what the fuck's wrong. Well, now I do. Yes, I do. I do know what's wrong. I'm a dingus. All right, let's get it. Alright. That should fucking work. There it is. That's because I'm like just loading into it. Alright, let's go to drive. Up a bit. What if we go with the fuzz? Nuts that the clean channel is almost it's almost more. I don't think I could do that reliably. Like Hendrix? That's funny to me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he uses a fuzz face. I think he uses some modulation, but I mean, that's a big part of what I look for in my own tune. I don't do tapping. Not good at it. Because I'm just mediocre. Okay. Well, that is the build, and just a little quick jam on a little bit of NOTADÜMBLÜ, which I just kind of want to use to be able to quickly modify my tone. Okay. I think that will be it for today. And then let's see, what am I have here? This is I believe it's so probably gonna work on some guitars for this tomorrow. I'll use the NOTADÜMBLÜ. How about that? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna. It's part of why I wanted it built, so I could record some. Because I have this guy. What is this? So I don't blow out ears again. I have this guy. That's a pretty old one that I re-recorded like 4 years ago. And the guitar is kind of just lackluster. Yep, so that is I mean, there's definitely a very grunge alt rock thing I'm doing with it. I'm hoping more Nirvana, but I won't say no to either of those bands. Sound great, so. Anyway, I guess we can play out something with our handy dandy, wherever it is. Where did I put you here? Let's go. Let's just go with Lyrics Don't Matter, since I added that one back in recently. We'll go a little
And I have kept my word captive, not as loosely guarded as my tongue. I found myself another wanted distraction. Am I so wantonly giving up the ghost? Like some shy guy mafioso, I'm smoking weed and listening to Toto, and I don't know what you don't know, what you don't know. Oh, I'd like to alter how my interior is decorated. Life without a muse is kind of underrated. Oh my God, like here's some guitar. Oh, I love this part. Should let me get so carried away. Gotta hear it start before the last bar. A four on the floor from dark until dark, saying better make that beat slap, because the lyrics don't matter. Better make that beat slap, because the lyrics don't matter. Won't hold my breath for a gripping conversation. I couldn't articulate the way I feel about it. Even if I tried, it would all be lies from when I lie awake at night, wishing I could be just a bit higher. I keep wondering when you're gonna go and be the one to twist the dagger, maybe pull the trigger on the gun. Like the hurricane in the eye of a tornado, you believe it when you see it, and not because I say so. Oh my God, like here's some guitar. Oh, I love this part. Should let me get so carried away. Gotta hear it start before the last bar. A four on the floor from dark until dark, saying better make that beat slap, because the lyrics don't matter. Better make that beat slap, because the lyrics don't matter. Some guitar, I love this part. Should let me get so carried away. Gotta hear it start before the last bar. A four on the floor from dark until dark, saying better make that beat slap, because the lyrics don't matter. Better make that beat slap, because the